Blurry, written by Anne Frank, illustrated by Marietta W. When Blurry was still quite small, he ran away from Mother Bear to discover the great world. When he arrived in the middle of the street, he was a little frightened by all the grown-ups, so he trotted along, keeping close to the edge of the sidewalk, taking care not to get caught in the crowd. He went on a little farther until he came upon the open door of a house. He went in. He saw two bowls. One bowl had milk in it, the other had solid food. Blurry drank the milk. But oh horrors! What was that coming? Something white with green eyes slowly approached. It asked, "Who are you? And why have you eaten my food?" "I am Blurry, and I am out to discover the world," Blurry answered. Blurry then asked, "Who are you?" It answered, "I am Mura, and I belong to the race of Angora cats. Won't you stay with me for a while?" "I'll be glad," Blurry replied, "but tomorrow I just must go on to discover the world." Blurry followed her into another room. In a corner stood a big basket with a green silk cushion. Mura climbed up on this cushion, dirty paws and all. Blurry did not think it right to make everything so dirty. "Ought I not to wash up a bit first?" Blurry asked. "I'll make you nice and clean, the way I wash myself." Mura replied. The cat told him to stand up straight. Then she licked Blurry's paws with her tongue. Mura and Blurry laid down. Mura climbed into the basket, and Blurry, who was now dead tired, lay down alongside. Within minutes both of them were sound asleep. Next morning, Blurry woke up in a daze. Blurry wanted his breakfast. "How about breakfast, Mura? I'm frightfully hungry," Blurry demanded. "There won't be anything more for you," Mura said. "Slip out through the garden." So she let him out of the room through the door. And Mura said, "Have a good trip, Blurry, and goodbye," and was gone. Feeling lonely, Blurry crawled onto the street. Where should he go now? How much longer will it take before he discovered the world? Blurry did not know. Suddenly a big four-legged thing came around the corner. The monster stopped near him. Blurry began to cry. Blurry trembled hard, but then he asked, "What do you ask of me? I only want to look at you, for I have never seen anything like you," it replied. And then it opened its mouth so wide that Blurry could see all its teeth. What would the big thing do with him now? Blurry thought. The animal seized Blurry by the back of the neck and carried him across the street. But where were they going? Finally, Blurry fell asleep, and the animal suddenly let Blurry drop and ran off. Then Blurry lay helpless, alone, and in pain. But when he got to his feet, he heard a noise behind him. Was another animal going to bite him? No, it was a girl who had seen Blurry. "Look at that mummy, a little bear. Can I take him with me?" she asked. But the mother said, "Oh no, child, it's a sick bear. It's bleeding." But the girl took him and wrapped him in a cloth and placed him in a shopping bag. The girl then washed Blurry, and then she dried him and tied a clean band of cloth around his neck and put him to a bed. But Blurry was not tired. So he jumped out of bed and ran through the door and back to the street, and then he found himself in a big store. Round about laid rows and rolls of cakes. Behind the counter stood two girls who quickly noticed him, so they took him and placed him in a dark room. But there was a great deal to do, so the girls thrust a big broom into his hand and showed Blurry how to use it. He set to work, but the dust made him sneeze. Poor Blurry began to long for home. He had not forgotten his mother, but how could he ever get back there? One evening, the girls read an advertisement in the newspaper. "Reward for the honest finder of a small brown bear who answers to the name of Blurry." So the girls thought, "Let us take him back." That same night, the girls took him back to his mistress. But from his mistress, Blurry got a good spanking for running away, and then a kiss for coming back. But from his mother he received this greeting: "Blurry, why did you run away?" she asked. "I wanted to discover the world," Blurry answered. "And did you discover it?" she asked. "Oh, I saw a lot, and now I am a very clever bear," answered Blurry. "But did you discover the world?" she asked again. "No, not really. I could not find the world," Blurry said. Anne Frank. The end.